everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I certainly am because it is absolutely gorgeous here. It is about 70 degrees. It got down in the 50s overnight, so naturally all the windows are open. It's just fabulous. Anyway, I thought today I'd work in my collage book. And I'm doing a hashtag Pinterest play, which is an open collaboration sponsored by myself and Birdie from Birdie the Recycled Hippie Chick. We haven't done any of these videos lately, but we're just taking pictures off of Pinterest and doing them. I'm going to show you the pin, but I will have it, let's see if I can get it up here. I will try to have it linked below. I don't know if you can see that. It is a collage with many, many, many layers, but it is super monochromatic. So I thought that I would try that. I think it's really cool. But before I do, just a quick thing. My last video, I worked in my personal journal and I was working on the fair page. So this is what it ended up to be. So I added, I think I counted 8 more things since I ended the video. So I just want you all to know, like the lamb and the mountain symbol and the little piece of the bingo card, the chicken, the 73rd annual, this little thing that says memories and number 4, this flower sticker and this trim here. I just, I do go back and add a bunch more stuff because if you've watched my videos, you know more is better with me. I love to just keep adding and adding. Sometimes I just need to tell myself to stop. Anyway, so I'm going to work in this journal, and this is the journal that has all different pages of different sizes and shapes and colors and whatever. But because I want to stay pretty monochromatic, I think I'm going to work on these pages here. Now they are most likely going to get covered up. And see this journal too, I put something on, and I do this with most of my journals. I put something on the page just to break the page. Like when I've made the journal, I go through, put something on the pages, even though I don't know what it's going to be on the pages. If it gets covered up, it gets covered up. If it gets incorporated, it gets incorporated. So I'm going to show you here. I took a selection of different old pages from my big boxes of junk journal papers for making junk journals. And you can see, I mean, they're just all the different patinas, right? Which is what this picture, it's got different colors, but like I said, it's pretty monochromatic. There is some red in there because the lining of the old envelope that they have opened up there is red. The pictures, I've got some yearbook pictures here, so maybe I'll use some of these. I didn't have a picture. Theirs is a building of some type, and I thought for sure I must have 100 pictures of buildings. I don't. Not anything that's appropriate for this. So I'm also going to be using, this bag of goodies actually came from a girlfriend of mine, not this front page or these bird pages. I put these in there because I was doing something else, but a girlfriend of mine gave me this package of papers, and I can see that there's some really old papers and envelopes and stuff here. I've never really taken anything out of here, so we'll probably be using some of that. And then, this is tough here. I've got this huge scrapbook, and I mean, this thing is a monster. It is huge. And it was from a woman who is the mother of a lady I know from my son's school, high school, when he went to high school. And she didn't want these things. Her mother literally saved everything. This is from the 50s. Golden American, I don't know why that's even in there. There's little envelopes and stuff. I know you can't see this one, but I might pull this off here. It was from Sister Euphemia, June 3rd, 1950, Saint Dominic School. I don't know what all this is, but this is a cute little envelope, so we might take that. But what I really wanted also was a piece of this scrap of paper. Now this paper is so fragile, it is breaking up, and I have to actually keep this scrapbook in a bag because the pages are falling apart. Now, before you chastise me for taking this apart, remember, the daughter of the lady who this belongs to gave it to me because she has enough stuff from her mom. She didn't want everything. There's it's Denora Golden Jubilee. I don't know what they're like wood, but they're like money. Don't miss Denora Golden Jubilee, August 12th through 18. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so she gave me these things to use because she saved everything from her mom. And when I say her mom saved everything, her mom saved everything. So this is different. This is from another friend of mine, and this is super old. This is like from 1891. That is really old there. Before I use that one, I might copy that. And then there's just some other papers in here. She made me this ephemera pack just from old paper she had laying around. She, like me, is an antique dealer, but she's not really into paper. Here's a nice old piece of written paper. It's like some kind of ledger. We might use some of that. And then here's some old, and here's a piece of, receipt? Wonder Bread. Oh my gosh, these are Wonder Bread receipts. Let's take one of those. And I'm just really going, not by what the topic is, but more the color of the paper. So let's go ahead and use these things. I'm not going to use this super old piece right here. I'm going to probably copy that one and copy some of this because some of this stuff is really old. And I'm sorry for the crinkling, but I want to keep that safe in the bag there. So let's go ahead and move this. I hope I can stay in frame here. So we've got some more papers. We've got some pictures and a whole nice array. So let's just see what we can do here. It's going to be a 2-page spread because I want to go ahead and cover both of these. Let me see here. So let's go ahead and just start putting some stuff down here. This is old ledger paper here. So I'm going to go ahead. This is almost the right size here, but I can trim off a little bit of this. Let's do that. So anyway, like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous here. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous here. And so this morning I had to do some cleaning. I wanted to clean. We have the window blinds, you know, the white ones that open and close with the cords. Well, we have those on all of our windows. And we've lived here for 5 years, and I've never cleaned the ones in the living room or the dining room. I mean, they weren't like ghastly or anything, but I was just like, you know what, they really need to be cleaned. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't clean in the middle of this. I mean, I don't deep clean in the middle of the summer. I either spring clean, and what I don't get done in the spring, I get done in the fall because it's just too hot, you know, in the summer. Nobody wants to be moving furniture around and doing all that stuff. Well, I decided to go ahead. So this is going to be my base layer. And you know what? This page here is coffee stained. I don't want to make it so big that this shows. This is a piece of jelly plate, and it's got color. So I really don't want that to show, although this has blue and pink on it. I think what I'm going to do, that piece that I was looking at, my inspiration piece, which I just now have somehow closed on my camera. It's all right, I remember. It was very textural. Oh, look, guys, I don't even have to use that. This is one-sided paper. I can use that side. All right, so let me just cut this a little bit, or tear it. Let me tear it a little bit smaller. So a little bit of this shows through because that's a different color, so that's what we want. Monochromatic, you know, but different tones of the same color, right? So that would work out like that. So let me go ahead and do that. So anyway, so I was cleaning the window. I wanted to clean the blinds and open up the windows and then do the windowsills because they still had pollen on them from the spring. Oh, I like that, but I'm going to pull it over so that this, well, you know, I'm just wondering here. No, nothing else I have has color on it. So I don't want that showing. So instead, let me just, now I decided I don't want any straight edges on this one. It's got to be all not straight. So I was cleaning and I did the windows and everything. And then I was like, oh, well, let me just, I'm over here. I was doing the living room windows, which is on the same side of the house as the front door. I had moved the couch and all that to get to the windows because the couch is in front of the windows. And then the door got my attention. I was like, oh, I need to really clean off the door. Guys, does this ever happen to you that you have a chore? It's like, this is what I'm going to do, just this. Well, then I was like, well, you know what? Now I got to do the inside of the door frame. I ended up outside on my porch cleaning. I just didn't stop. It was just like, okay, now I got to go. And I was like, I was almost going to go get the power washer and power wash the front porch. And I'm like, Helen, stop it. That's not on your list of things to do today. You know, you got to stop. I had to actually go to the store and get a couple groceries. And that was on my list of things to do, and I needed to go to the bank. I didn't need to be cleaning my front porch, which is what I kind of ended up doing. So anyway, I don't know if that happens to everyone else, or am I that, okay, that is a little bit, let's go with maybe the piece of music here. Okay, let's go with this. Anyway, so I got all my cleaning done. That was on my list today, and extra, obviously. But, and I went to the store, went to the bank. I had to go to the CVS, which I think is CVS. I think CVS is nationwide. Am I right? Anyway, I don't usually go to CVS for anything. They're not my favorite. But they do, my local one here is one that has the drop-off for expired medications or medications you don't want anymore. I was at my parents' house yesterday, and all right, I see that this little bit of blue here shows, but that's okay because something else could be layering on top of that, so that's okay. I just kind of need to guide myself here. Anyway, they have a drop-off, for expired medication. So I was at my parents yesterday, and my mom said, Dad's got all these medicines that he's hoarding, and he's hidden them on the top shelf of his medicine cabinet, which isn't really hiding them because all you have to do is open the medicine cabinet and you can see them. There were medicines from 2017, and I was afraid that in his state of mind that he might actually think he needs to take those, or he gets confused sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, those need to go. So I literally had a bag of medicines to take to CVS to get rid of. So I had to do that this morning. Okay, so now I'm going to use this one here. Well, no, maybe I better go with some darker ones next. So this is that really old, I can't read this writing. It's beautiful writing. I don't know if you can see that, but it's absolutely gorgeous writing. Let's go ahead. I'm going to tear here. This piece that I'm tearing off, I'm gingerly putting over here. We will use it somewhere else. So let's kind of offset that way a little bit. Those little pieces are going to be treasured, so let's go ahead and put that there. So I was going to go to my little thrift shop that's right around the corner also, but they don't open till 12, and I had a lot to do at the bank and stuff, and I thought, well, if I go to the grocery store, do all that, and then I can just pop in the thrift shop for a minute, but they weren't open yet, and I was like, you know what, that's just me saying I don't need to be going to the thrift shop today. So I came home. I had to work on my sales book for my sales for the antique mall for last month. Now I'm gonna, on this side, I'm gonna take a piece of this scrapbook paper, and I know this is really thick. It's very thick, but it is extremely brittle. Like if you bend it, it will snap into pieces, if that makes sense. See, I mean, it's even hard to tear. It's just falling apart. That's why I'm keeping it in the bag, because every time I take it out, I just find tons of these pieces everywhere. But I think now that it's up here in my craft room, I'm going to finish taking it apart. I take out any ephemera that I can use, and the rest I will take these papers out. This you know, anything that I can save like this, and I'll use that in crafting, and then the rest just has to go. I'll look at the cover, because it does say scrapbook, and it's kind of cute, but that is way too big. Even for a trash journal, it is too big. There's no way I could do, you know, I can't even put it on my desk for you guys to see it. So I like this because this has these tatty edges, and I didn't glue them down either. So there's that. So then I have this piece here. This is from a pattern book for embroidery. Like, I forget what era, but they're all embroidery patterns, and they're just like black and white patterns like this. But this one here is very, you know, I could go across the page. That's kind of cool to do something like that. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and fold this. I was going to say I was going to use this side because it's less, you know, I could have it this way or this way, whatever. But this actually should go this way, I think. No, I don't know what this is. But anyway, it's going this way now. But I need to fold that really well first. Okay. Yeah, let's kind of put that there. As usual, we're doing fly by the seat of the pants, right? And that's the most fun. Who was I watching the other day? Oh, Carol. From Recrafted by Carol. She was just going to town, just stuffing stuff in a book. Her and Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong are the best at just putting stuff in. I just love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this. See, these pages in this book aren't even done. This is just stuff this was the page. I had just folded it over. There's a little pocket there. This one, I just put some painty papers on. So you can see, you know, this is a everything book here. And every spread in this book is going to be different. Okay, so what else do we have? We've got a little bit of this paper. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but it's almost like brown and white stripes there. But let's see what else we have in our goodies over here. Okay, we've got this. We've got some more dark, but I'm going to wait on the dark because we need to have a little bit more light. This is just the flyleaf, the ex libris from a, what, you know, use your words, Helen, Reader's Digest. I have hundreds of these because those are what I use to take apart to make the junk journals that I sell. Oh, so guys, so here's the thing. It is, after really thinking about it and talking about it and everything to Mr. Moss, that I have decided I'm not doing any more shows, not even this year. I think I've told you several times lately that I'm not, this one, you know what, I'm going to kind of fold the edges up a little bit because I want some texture and layering here. And I know probably when I close the book it will get flattened again, but maybe not completely. So I just kind of folding that up a little bit. And let's just put that there. I don't like mass making. And I already made all the December dailies and all the regular junk journals like mine, like the one I was just recently working on that I showed you. I've already made a whole bunch of those to sell for shows this fall or November, before Christmas. I don't know. Can you tell that that's sticking up here? but I hadn't made the ornaments, and I hadn't made the cards. I was going to make greeting cards. Now, I did make some of the cards, but not all of them that I wanted to make. Because if you make cards, you really need to make a whole bunch of them. I think what I'm going to do here is put something like that. And then maybe another one like that or something. We'll see. Yeah, so I just don't like mass making so much that I just, I don't know. I was at a loss. And Mr. Moss was just like, don't do it. Don't even, because I said, you know what? I said, I've got this stuff made. But I still need to make more, but I'm not doing this anymore because it's just not fun for me anymore. And he said, well, don't even do it this year. He said, just stop. He said, everything you've made, you can list on Etsy. And he's right. I can list it on Etsy. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Probably at the beginning of October, I'm going to start listing my junk journals and December dailies that are, you know, well, you'll see they've got stuff in them, but they're blank, you know, they're not filled out, you know, there is stuff in them. Anyway, so I'm going to list those, and probably the cards that I made too, I'm going to list on Etsy, and I'm not making any more. And I think what I'm going to do, I like this. See how it's all getting, I don't know if there's any way I can show you the dimension on that, but it's very dimensional. And I trust this, that even though I'm not going all the way to the end, this art glitter glue is going to hold. So I'm good with that. So, yeah, so that's the way it's going to be. I'm not going to be doing any more shows, at least not now, because I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of over it. So let me see here. I need to pick a picture. Oh, and I have the little envelope. So the little envelope can go on one page, and then I can put the little picture on the other one. I'm just looking, which little lady do we want to use here? Now, I know this stuff is probably older than these. These pictures are from the 1950s. You know what? I like her. I think she's really cute. Let me find my scissors, and we'll cut her out. Where's my scissors? Oh, goodness. Yeah, so I'm giving myself at least this year off, if not forever, and just make journals that I want, or make what I want, and just sell it on Etsy as I want. And guys, I feel like 10 tons has been lifted off my shoulder, because there's so much other stuff I want to do, and it's always like, oh, I've got to make 50 50 cards or something, you know, today, instead of doing, you know, what I really want to do. So, yeah, so that's that. And I'm really happy. Not that Mr. Moss gave me permission. He doesn't have to give me permission. I don't need his permission for anything. He doesn't expect me to ask his permission. Let's see here. No, I like her better on the outside. Okay, so this has to go down first. We'll finish up this page first, then we'll go on that page. So anyway, so that was really big relief to me. And hopefully, well, at least to the middle of September, I'm super busy. The next 2 weeks, let's put it that way. I'm super busy. I've got a lot going on, blah, blah, blah. But after that, you know, maybe I'll be able to make some more videos or something. And that's something I really enjoy doing. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. So I'm not doing any shows, and I feel very relieved about that. So that also means that I can also free myself from some more craft supplies that I have hoarded because of mass making, you know, that I'm not going to need to do that anymore. All right, you know what? I want her there, but I need to, I like having the frame around her, but I don't like the frame that is that white, so I'm just going to ink it up a tiny bit. And like that. I like that. Okay. So let's do that and put that I'm just committing. I'm putting her down. She's going down. Because I've got to be decisive here. Otherwise, I'll fool around and move her all over the place. She's going right there. Like that. Okay. This isn't great up here, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's go to this side and work on this. So this I've got here. I've got this layered. If I put that on there, it's kind of light. So let's go ahead and take a piece of this. This is, oh my gosh, this is so brittle. I am barely even touching this. This is falling apart. This is a page from a copy of The Last of the Mohicans, which, by the way, I've never read that. Somebody tell me, is it a good book? Should I read that? I know it's a classic, but not all classics need to be read, right? I know. Well, they're classics. They should be. Well, you know what? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So anyway, let's go ahead and put that there. See, I wanted something a little bit darker behind there. What if we moved that over and put it here? Yeah, let's put it over so everything's not lined up in the middle. And I know this is very distracting here. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe here. I put that there. It's probably a little less distracting. You can see this very colorful page behind it. Okay. I hope this is, I know I'm looking at this and it's probably not text that would go with this cute girl, but it'll be mostly covered up by the little envelope. It's the color I really want, right? So let's go ahead and put that. Where's the end of the page? This page is wonky. Look how it's way not straight. Okay. All right, so here's the envelope. See, now I've got this. This is very close colored to that. So I'm going to take a tiny piece, maybe of this receipt, and put it underneath there. And I'm using this glue because I'm not sticking all the edges down because, like I said, I want and I don't want that lined up. No, no, don't grab. Let me, wait, let's do it this way. I don't want this edge lined up with that edge. All right, so let's go ahead and do, I gotta be careful that I don't go off the edge of the page. There's the edge of the page. So I think I will put it right in, kind of in the middle. I know she's in the middle and it's in the middle, but you know what? It's all going in the middle. So what else is going on with me? I am changing some other things in my life too. Now that I'm giving up the mask making for shows and actually doing shows, I am going to. I usually drink. I have to pick this up to see if that's somewhat straight. It is somewhat straight, but not straight. There we go. I think that's a little better. Okay, good enough. I usually drink decaf coffee, and that's because I have some osteopenia, not all over my body, but just in certain places, like I think my left hip and thigh bone or something. I mean, not everywhere, and it's not critical, but I know I'm not supposed to be drinking a lot of caffeinated beverages, so that's why I drink decaf coffee. Well, I'm just going to put a little piece of this here also. I wanted to do better drinking decaf because we have 2 coffee pots in our house, mine and Mr. Moss Cottage's. He drinks regular coffee. So we each make a pot of coffee. Well, he makes the coffee, but he makes 2 pots of coffee every morning, one for himself and one for me, and then we kind of drink it all day long. Well, I can't afford to drink organic decaf, and if you don't drink organic, I'm going to, you know what, I kind of like the Wonder Bread. I said that I wanted something over her. I could put something like that. Except I curled up the edge of that so I can't get it there, but I could put it like there. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. Or should I go up here? No, it's this white here that I want to cut, that I want to cover up. Anyway, so just regular decaf that you buy at the store, which is what I've been drinking, you know, like BJ's own brand or, you know, whatever, is chemically decaffeinated. It's not water decaffeinated. Most organic coffee decafs are water decaffeinated. And I just can't afford organic coffee with the, you know, a pot of organic coffee a day. That's really expensive. So, I need to put something in here. I'm looking to see what I have still over here. Some of these scraps that I've got a whole pile of scraps here that you can probably see. But these are all the pieces that are so tender they're falling apart. I can't really use those as something to go in this envelope. So what I'm going to have to do is get this out maybe. This is my everything scrap that I'm trying to get rid of envelope. And that's very thin. Yeah, so what I decided to do is I'm getting better coffee. Ooh, let's use this. This is a piece of the shorthand textbook. So what we can do, I'm not really going to journal in this because this is just a collage journal, kind of like an art journal just with collage. But I could just stick that in there like that. All right, I think that's pretty cool. I like it. I know it's all one cut, like it is monochromatic, except for the black, right? And there's a tiny bit of red behind this Wonder Bread thing. I don't know what that is, but so that's that. Let me close my glue before I get it shut. So anyway, what I decided to do with my coffee is I am going to, I want some inky spots on here. What I need to do is get a paintbrush. Let me get a paintbrush here. Let's use this one. Where's my water here? I'm going to start drinking decaf. That's not doing really what I want it to do. Let me get out my watercolor soluble crayons here. I'm going to start drinking organic decaf and making just a French press pot. I told Mr. Moss if he would make me run a container of water through my coffee machine so it just comes out hot water. And then I'm going to pour some of that hot water into my, did I go off the page? No. Into my French press with the organic decaf, and some is going to, I'm going to make green tea mixed with something else. I don't like the taste of green tea by itself. It's kind of bitter for me. I don't know. I know some people like it, and I don't put sugar or milk or anything in my green tea. So I usually use some kind of herbal tea with it. Let's see here. So I'm just kind of adding some other brown bits and pieces here. So you know what we need to do? We need to make some splatters, that is for sure. So let me see about doing that. Let me see if I color on my mat and then get lots of water on there. But yeah, that does make splatters. I don't want it like right over her face though. Oh, which I did. Anyway, how did that, I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having some really good coffee and some nice tea in the morning from now on, instead of just mediocre poison decaf coffee. I say poison because of the chemicals. All right, that is it. I'll leave that there so that doesn't distract you. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I like that. What do you think? Let me know. And I wish maybe the picture that's the thumbnail, you'll see some of the dimension on it. But I think sometimes working monochromatic like this, especially when you're using vintagey papers and stuff, is really cool. What if yeah, I know, right? Didn't I just say I'm going to end this? I'm just trying to make her background not so white. Her face a little bit there, like that. All right. There, like that. I love it. I absolutely love it because I do love vintagey things. You know, I love vintage anything. And I think that is super cute. Yep, I love it. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And I think, I'm not sure. The next video, we're either going to work in the big girl, which is almost finished, or we might be making some painty papers. I'm not sure, haven't decided yet. But I did want to go ahead and do this hashtag Pinterest play, just taking the idea from that original print of using a picture, an old photograph, and then multiple layers of monochromatic papers to, you know, build it up like that. So guys, until the next video, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.